Shalom, shalom, family. It's your brother, Dollar Yahoo, back with another live stream. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure we live on Instagram. So we're going live on Instagram. We live on Instagram. Okay, get the audio right. Yeah, man. So sorry about that, man. Shalom. Welcome back to the stream. We in it for the 5th time this week. I think, trying to be consistent with it. We are a long way from home. Want to connect with the family, not just connect with the family and people back where we from in America, but again, investing in Yahuwah is really about continue to push the financial discussion and all of Yasharal, wherever we disperse that. So this to the body of believers, those, new to the truth, not in the truth, everybody who share these common denominators, people in the truth, people who invest in, who are financial, who want to be financially savvy, who interested in financial literacy, those who are financially savvy, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of two people in this in our demographic. We got people that's again in the truth, people that can finance, but either or both of those people, this is for you. And again, like you say, 4 days a week. So far, it's been good. Different focuses in the asset classes throughout the first 4 days of the week. But today is Friday. We getting ready to go to the weekend. Get ready to take a break from live streaming. But I think Friday is good to make it like a freestyle Friday question and answer segment. Obviously, this is our first week. It ain't so many people on. We have people popping in here and there, and we're still trying to get the schedule right. And again, so that's another reason I'm looking forward to the weekend. Time to improve. Post a lot of clips from what we did. Get some assets ready. Post a flyer. Let people know about the time we live streaming. But I think it's good to have this virtual space, right? Because even if we in the same city, right, we could be in the same area, same neighborhood. It still take a lot of energy for us to come out of our house, get in our vehicles, or walk to each other's place and meet up and talk, for 5-10 minutes. When everybody in the house, it's just a lot easier for everybody to just be online at the same time, and it's the way the world is moving. So really taking the time to cultivate this digital space is important. And so that's why we, again, 4 days a week, we looking at specific asset classes. And so today we want to just freestyle it, but we still want to come live. You know what I'm saying? Just create this space, people to pop in, talk about whatever we want to talk about. And that's a good point. So we talk about stocks on Monday, usually. And but during this week, a lot in this week in the stock market, it's a lot of talk about Nvidia. They just announced a 10-for-1 stock split, and the stock is going crazy. So it's like, this is something I want to talk to. I want to talk with my family about. I want to talk to my family about this, right? Cousins, sisters, brothers, but I can't pick up the phone and call everybody. But y'all can jump on the live, and then we can all have this discussion. So I think that's powerful and it's interesting, and that's what I want to share. That's the main thing. The main reason why I'm doing it. I think that's a huge point. Again, like, just the way the world moving, we need to be connected with each other, right? Check it out. Nvidia just announced a 10-for-1 stock split in a week. How many people invested in Nvidia, right? I got cousins, aunties, uncles. Like the news I was watching, the analyst reviews was talking about in regard to Nvidia. Nvidia is literally, it's an American semiconductor, company that's involved in the gaming space, AI space, computing, cloud computing, and this is an American company that I've been hearing about for the last couple of years, but I'm still not invested in it. I know most of my family, they don't even invest in stocks. You know, some of my cousins and sisters and brothers, these conversations we don't have like we should. But imagine we get on here on this digital space and we talking to strangers about it. And this is why, again, creating this space is important, because these is very powerful conversations that we not having enough of, you know, and that's really what the goal is when investing, who to push the narrative forward with these type of conversations, investment conversations, and just general, relevant topics, you know. So I say Q&A. So whoever following, whoever tapping in, again, like, subscribe, whatever, follow the platform, leave a comment, tell us where you listening from, but also ask us, let's give us some feedback. We want to know, and that's the whole point why we developing the community. You know, a lot of times what I found investing from investing over the last 10 years, what I found is investing is a very social thing. You know, that's the whole thing about doing the research on the stock and, finding out this company is good and sharing it with a friend, giving them a stock tip. Or if you know somebody who, got good information about the stock market or who has made good returns, you want to ask that person, like, about what stock is hot, whatever. And that's pretty much how investing works. It's a very social thing. So again, creating these digital spaces, continuing to come live, continuing to foster the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. So yeah, man, that's what we want to be doing, and we encouraging everybody to keep doing that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I've had stocks sold them, had houses sold them, been in different countries, moved, but it's like you gotta keep going. Everything, nothing just, it's not like, oh, I traded this stock or I bought this stock, I'm gonna buy and hold and just leave it forever and just I ain't gotta worry about stocks no more. No, that is how we further the conversation. But and again, some of the best conversations I had with not just family members but friends, co-workers, it's been about stocks and just different ways to make money. We in working the job together, but we talking about side hustles or real estate, property investment, stocks. Before I left the country in 2021, the job I was at, it was cool because I had found a couple of great people that I could talk to about the stock market, and we had a nice little group of investors, and we was every day we working, but we talking about options and this company, that company, what we doing with our self-directed retirement portfolios and stuff, just taking the initiative to do more. And it's exciting. Anyone's exciting. And in a short period of time, definitely have something we can walk away with. I know I did for sure. So that's, investing is exciting. Again, it's part of our culture, biblical foundation to invest, use our talents, and multiply our gifts, that we get from the Most High. So that's what it's about. So let's tap in. Again, let's share the screen. Let's talk about a couple things. Again, we ain't gonna be here all day. But Freestyle Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. We're looking forward to the weekend. The market's been good. Again, usually we talk about stocks on Monday, but Nvidia been going crazy, and just go back into the conversation even yesterday, the options conversation. People have been making a lot of money with Nvidia trading options, and the fact that when we do our due diligence, we understand this company is a semiconductor company, and just artificial intelligence stuff. Artificial intelligence they dealing with in that whole industry. But it's important to remember all of the inputs for these items and industries are raw materials, are commodities, whether that's whatever, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, whatever it may be, is certain raw materials in these all this technology, silicone a lot. Just thinking about Nvidia this week and having been a part of some conversations, people mentioning it, and very excited about that stock. Before we did the commodity session yesterday, the commodity market review, I just took the time to look at the anatomy of semiconductors and what semiconductors are made from and stuff like that, and just got a chance to see that the raw materials included in making semiconductors, silicon, germanium, gallium, and some other different things like that. But continue to educate ourselves on what's going on and how we can benefit. And that's the point. That's what investing is. If people buying real estate, how can you benefit? How can you be a part of what's going on? Maybe you got the cash. Maybe you could offer some financing or whatever and make money on your money. You helping somebody else get a property, you making a return on your money. Like, again, that's investing. It's very simple concept of like, win-win, and facilitating transactions, helping people get stuff done. So with that said, again, let's jump into the chart. It ain't just always jump into the chart though. I just want to take a look at the stock, but we're gonna also look at some fundamental analysis. Just learn a couple things. It's Freestyle Friday. It's not really agenda so much today, but we definitely want to keep learning. Nvidia, because this is going crazy. Around 900, 950, they announced this 10-for-1 stock split. And again, that's the time to get in. After the stock split, before the stock split, every one share you get 10 shares. So everybody's piling in before the X date. The X date is the date that you have to officially be on the register or on the ledger. And every single shareholder or stockholder will get a stock, a share of that stock. So it's down today. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? It's a buying opportunity for everybody who want to get in. It's taking a little breather. But next week is a week before the ex dividend, before again for the 10-for-1 split. So this is exciting, and it's like, this is what people who invest. This is what we live for. Like, it's a lot of wealth being created, and it's like, even when we far removed, we to the ends of the earth. You in a different country. A lot of people here not aware of this. They not involved in it. But if you know, right? It's exciting for people who are privy to it, and especially people in the United States. We have those people who are fortunate enough to be there. We have it's just an opportunity. But it's important to know, and that's why we're looking at the charts. We're gonna draw some numbers around some trend lines and some technical analysis markers on this chart, because what's interesting to note is the stock market pattern of buying the news, buying the rumor and selling the news. It's not a rumor. They actually going to have a 10-for-1 stock split, but they kind of like buying the news. So most people, it's usually what you do is you see a run up on the way to the stock split. But once it's split, then that's when a lot of people may take profit as well. The short-term investors or the speculators, right? So that's important to pay attention to. Very important. So yeah, that's type of stuff we need to pay attention to. But yeah, this weekly chart is telling us a lot. This was a breakout right here at the beginning of the year. And this is the reason, Nvidia is a great reason. It's a great example. This is why we want to stay consistent on coming live, on watching the market, because we were watching this beginning of the year 5 months ago, almost 6 months ago. Like, the year is like flying by. But at the beginning of the year, this was a clear breakout. It was going sideways for a long time. And let me just make it clear. And then again, this is what technical analysis is. It's not hard. People like to make it, it's complicated. No, it's a nice rectangle. It was in this box up until this candle right here. It was sideways. The minute it broke above this, that was the buy signal right there. And you know, it's easy to look back and say, yeah, now you want to say that Dollar Yahoo, you know, but that's why we pay attention to this type of stuff, you know, because Nvidia is going crazy right now. Imagine in January the stock was at 550, now it's at 1100. What other opportunity you would have had to double your money in 6 months with a company with a more safer opportunity, like a safer bet? You know what I'm saying? So that's why we want to continue to go live and talk about how this investment conversation. And again, whoever watching, wherever you're watching from, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us where you checking in from. But also, you know, do you own Nvidia? Have you ever heard of Nvidia? And this is why I want to have this conversation, because I wish I could, you know, I need to be on the phone call at cuz you need to get in Nvidia. You know, let's buy some Nvidia. Hey, auntie, let's buy some Nvidia. But instead of calling, you know, just making a phone call, calling everybody, what the best thing to do is just, you know, continue to go live and build up that online audience, and who is for whoever it's for, right? And that's the way how we can just be more efficient, right? And maximize our time. I can't call everybody and just tell them about this opportunity, but it's a huge opportunity. So Freestyle Friday, man. Who own Nvidia? Are you in it? What you know about it? Yeah, any questions? And so this is, again, our opportunity to ask questions, and just, you know, get some questions answered. But this is a clear uptrend. Let me go back to this right quick. So I want to draw the box first, because it's easy to see how it was going sideways. So it's clear. It's not no sophisticated technical analysis. It was going sideways, ranging between, like, you know, 400, 4 and 500, like all of 2023, the latter half of 2023. But since then, it broke out and it's been crazy. And now they're gonna do a 10-for-1 stock split. So let's draw a little trend line and just, you know, see what's what, who, something like that, you know, and just kind of make it clear, you know, like what we can look to for support. Like, if you scared to buy it, you might say, well, it's at 1100 now. It just ran up from the beginning of this year. It's from 550 to 1100. They finna do a 10-for-1 stock split. Next week, the stock finna be back at 100. But that's all just not manipulation, but it's just like a psychological game they playing. It's just they're gonna double the number of shares. They not even double the number of shares. They're gonna increase it by multiple. So it's just more shares. So the cost per share is gonna go down, but it's still a great company, and they still making billions every 3 months. They made. Let's go to the chart, the company website. And again, this is important because, you know, when you talk about technical analysis, it's like, you know, people like, I don't know, that's complicated. But this is fundamental analysis. Well, we just looking at fundamentals of the company, nothing crazy, but this company is like very very important to pay attention to because of the gaming space, this AI revolution, the data centers, again, and the fact that all of the major companies in the Fortune 500 are their customers. Amazon, Twitter, Microsoft, all of the companies that have data centers and they have computers and they're making an upgrade to AI, they come into this company, Nvidia, to upgrade their data centers and make changes to the company, et cetera, et cetera. So all this stuff is very relevant. You know, it's very relevant, and you know, somebody got to talk about this stuff, and somebody have to share this news. We got to disseminate. We got to get better with that because these people getting rich, like crazy rich. You know, like this AI thing, and this is the thing I want you to understand. Like when we're in America, I'm glad to have a financial advisory consultancy company, like just have a financial company, financial based company outside of America. So I'm in Africa right now, and being outside of America, you can see clearly like everybody in America got a huge advantage. You could just open a brokerage account, Robinhood, you could buy Nvidia. This is American stock, but this is a continent with like billions of people. they don't have the opportunity to invest in AI as early as we do right now. So that's huge, just the opportunity we have. But people can have the opportunity to still not do nothing. So that's crazy. That is crazy. So usually, so talking about doing some fundamental analysis, just understanding what the company do is no better resource than going to the company website. And it's a lot of stuff on here right now. Just, this is the website talking about the partnerships, different companies they're working with. But usually at the bottom of every website for every company, especially publicly traded companies, they have a section called like for investor relations. And investor relations usually gives you like a more specific information about the company, stock information, financial information, quarterly results, XYZ, XYZ. And it's so interesting. Like, the fact that May, June. Okay, so they got a stockholder meeting, shareholder meeting coming up. And they about to have more shareholders for sure, as more people continue to pile in before they do this 10-for-1 stock split. But again, man, there was some financial information right there on that page right there. But yeah, they got everything you want to know right here. This is the annual reports. That mean the quarterly reports. If you want to look back to 2023, how much money they was making in the first quarter versus 2024 versus 2020, what's projection for next year? Everything is there. They got everything right here. Like a lot of information. I really don't want to click on this. I don't want to open up too much stuff. Just want to kind of skim through some financial information. This is the basic information from the latest. Nvidia announces financial results for first quarter in fiscal 2025. Record quarterly revenue of $26 billion. 26 billion. Hey, I got a question for anybody. How many zeros in billion? How many zeros that is? How many in 3 months? And it's so important to realize a financial quarter is 3 months. How much money they making? This is how much these graphic processors that they have and CPUs that they have. That's how much this stuff is worth. Billions in a single quarter. In a single quarter. So that's kind of important, family. What is that? What is that information? Well, I click. Oh, that's another page. Read more. Nvidia announces financial results for first quarter in fiscal 2025. Record quarterly revenue, $26 billion, up 18% from Q4, and up 262% from a year ago. Wow, that's crazy. Record quarterly data center revenue of $22.6 billion, up 23% from quarter four, and up 427% from a year ago. Wow. 10-for-1 forward stock split effective June 7th. So next week, it's going to be cut in 10. One share. So the price from the come, that's all they're really doing. They're taking the price from $1,100. They're making it more affordable. 10-for-1 stock split. Quarterly cash dividend raised 150% to 1 cent per share on a post-split basis. Right. It's going to be, right now, it's going to be 10 cents per share. They raising the dividend from 3 cents per share to 10 cents per share. But they about to do a stock split, 10-for-1 stock split. And then they're gonna give, it's gonna be basically 1 cent per share. So it's like they paying you to hold the stock, man. They paying you to hold the stock. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you don't own Nvidia, you better get you some. You better get you some. Hey, boy, I gotta get some of my accounts right. You feel me? I got some account access issues. They don't want to let me get in. I'm outside the country. I'm gonna have to get it back right. You feel me? I gotta make some moves right quick. You feel me? But I got Robinhood. I do got some exposure. I got some exposure, and that's why I always, investing is important. But having a diversified portfolio, stuff like that, is very important. Hold up. Am I showing right tab? Hold up. This the tab. Share this tab instead. Okay. 1 second, yo. This is what I was reading right here. This is important right here. This Nvidia announces fiscal results for first quarter fiscal 2025. Record quarterly revenue, 26 billion. This is what I was asking. Again, whoever paying attention, how many zeros in a billion? 26 billion quarterly revenue. That's 3 months. A quarter is 3 months. How can a company be making that much money in 3 months? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So tighten up, man. How y'all doing on Twitch? Let me just check on my channels right now. So again, we live streaming on Instagram. We live streaming on Invest in Yahuwah IG, and we live streaming on Twitch. So again, it's Freestyle Friday. We just taking some questions and answers. Just looking at different things. Monday usually our stock day. Every day we're going over different asset classes. Tuesday is Forex. Wednesday cryptocurrency. Thursday was commodities. So today we just looking overall at everything. But in the midst of this week, a lot of news came out about Nvidia. So I want to touch on that again. So I'm gonna take the time on the weekend to just polish the channel, getting some things right. This was our first week, just getting it started. But this is the reason why we pushing these financial conversations. So please follow the channels. Drop a comment. Let us know what's going on, where you listening from, what is going on. So yeah, man, y'all stay, y'all tap in, man, tap in. And so anyway, let's keep going. Let me go back to what we talking about. Record quarterly. This is crazy. This is crazy. Record quarterly data center revenue of 22 billion. So revenue up 26 billion. That's mostly from data centers. So what is data centers? Data centers is a big warehouse full of computers. And as much as we may be disconnected, but we streaming right now on Facebook and on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, StreamYard, all these companies I just mentioned, they got a warehouse full of computers. And what they need for their computers, they need Nvidia GPU, graphic processor interface units. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even need to know what the acronyms mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? We understand, like, at this point, we get the point. Bill Gates, operating system, computers, these people on another level, 2.0 operating system, AI, we get it. They making money. Everybody needs this in their computer. Like, it's that simple. Invest in this company. So this is the big news, family. And next week, and that's why we bringing you guys weekly financial information. Like, I'm abroad. I'm traveling. I'm in Africa. And I've had to go through it. Oh, to screenshot audio. Hold up. Try sharing your screen again. Restart your browser if this continues to be a problem. Yeah, can y'all hear me? Ben, you already know what's going on, bro. I'm glad you tapped in on the YouTube. Let me know. Can you hear me? I mean, can y'all hear me good? But the point is, this is a big deal. This is the one we're sharing. 10 for 1 for a stock split. And what I was gonna say with this is, like, this next week. So this information gonna change from week to week. So we could talk about this stuff like one day, but it don't do it justice. It's not doing it justice, and that's why we want to be more consistent with the conversation, because I know how it is. Like, I have stock market stuff going on with the stock market, and then I do something else and stop paying attention to it and come back to it later, and XYZ. But it's better when you stay on it. You stay consistent with it, and yeah, it make more sense. You know what I'm saying? You able to, like, make more financial decisions quicker. Not to say that we need to jump out our stocks. We gonna be swing trading in and out like that. But yeah, Yeah. We want to stay in the know. But next week, this stock is finna split, and again, the price finna come from 1100 to like 100, 110. So, are you buying? What y'all finna do? You know what I'm saying? Barbecue or mildew. So, how many places are you streaming? Yeah, I can hear you well, man. Like, for sure. So, yeah, thanks to Twitch. I mean, Twitch has really got me streaming more. I made a Twitch stream, so thanks Twitch kind of reinvigorated me to just tighten up on some of my social media channels. But we live streaming on Invest in Yahuwah, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. So yeah, that's what. So this weekend, I'm gonna just make sure I have a link in the bio on my Instagram to all of the places, so everything we can just be more connected. But yeah, I'm just a small time investor. You know, somebody that has been doing this almost as long as I've been. Like, the last 10 years, 2009, really, I started investing in stocks. You know, I bought Apple a long time ago. I ain't hold it all the way through. I mean, I should have, but you know, just always been intrigued by the stock market, and again, the wealth generating opportunity it has for us. So the channel is about financial investment. It's about financial um, analysis, financial literacy, basically, and just um, advancing this conversation of finance in the amongst the Hebrew community. You know, just connected with like-minded people. So this is just my platform for financially centered, you know, Hebrews, believers, financially literate people. Period. You know, people interested in that financial discussion. So, and what I want to do is just again, be an advocate for financial literacy. Them things, teaching my children, my family, what we do from budgeting, investing, diversifying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And for me, I've had the experience where I'm doing it one day, 1 week, and then, life getting in the way, you get carried away, and then you haven't checked on these things in a while. So the live streaming is a way for me to not only stay up on what's going on for myself, but also, be that, check in with the people as well, be the voice for the people. So anyway, quarterly cash dividend is up 150%. So Ben, that's the question. Whoever watching, all the followers, are you gonna buy the stock? Are you getting into this or not? What y'all gonna do, man? Y'all getting into Nvidia? Do you know about Nvidia? You know what you think about it? What y'all been where your head at with that? What you guys thinking about? So yeah, man. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So the video was just one of the things we want to talk about, and that's what the question and answer, the whole part was about. Just getting some feedback, seeing what's going on. Yeah, and just sharing the information. This publicly traded. It's public information. They talk about this all. They've been talking about this all day. On CNBC. I'm pretty sure. I don't have CNBC here. I haven't followed the YouTube channel like that. Like, I haven't been watching the videos about CNBC, but I heard about this coming out. A lot of financial pundits talking about this, and yeah, it's big news though. It's big news. The video is literally making it easy for people to get rich, and it's something we need to be involved in as a community, right? As a community, for real. It's very important. It's very important. So that's what's going on. What else do we got to talk about? Let me see what the family's talking about. Did you say Hebrew? Are you a Christian, my man? Yes, sir. Not a Christian. I don't know. Bite down. I'm not a Christian. Hebrew. Yeah, you could put it like that. I guess you could say Christian. It's not wrong. Yeah. Go see. This ain't the channel for that, man. We talk about finance. But yeah, man, I'm a Bible believer, my brother. And my point is, that's why we say invest in Yahuwah. I believe in Yahuwah. And this is a perfect segue back into understanding that the scriptures reference, it alludes to, and it speaks directly about investing. It speaks directly about using the gift that the Most High gave us to help others and to multiply, right? We're supposed to multiply our gifts and our talents. So whatever job we got, and that's the blessing in what we're doing, right? Even working at McDonald's, the lowest paying job in America, we all have the advantage, we all have the ability to be millionaires because we can invest. We can live below our means, even we're making $10 an hour in an economy that's full of inflation. We can live below our means and allocate some money to invest in. And that's the whole point. It's just really a concept. Budgeting, financial literacy. I mean, I'm going to get all the receipts from everything I purchase. Obviously, abstain from purchasing some things. Know what my budget is. I'm going to live below my means, and I'm going to save a percentage of my income so I can invest. Nvidia is up 100% since the beginning of the year. We could have dealt with our money. 1,000 could have been 2,000. 100,000 could have been 200,000. So that's what's going on, and that's why we looking at this. Let me finish just taking a look at this. I think this is the highlights right here that I want to check out. Just basically talking about. Okay, so it's opened up a lot of tabs, and each tab is like more resources. I'm streaming live on 3 channels, so I don't want to go too many channels, but I want to quickly go back to trading view right quick. So this is why I've been a trader for the last 10 years and just focusing on the charts, having an understanding of technical analysis, candlestick charts, and understanding information that's reflected in the candlestick charts. How, again, it showed, I was just speaking before how it was, this stock has been going sideways since the last half of last year. But since January, it was around $500. And they reported earnings, obviously, 3 months ago. Earnings were good. It took off. And it's been going up. It's been a great investment opportunity since before then. But, if we were paying attention to this every week, we could have been already, having better conversations about this and stuff like that. So that's basically what we're talking about, So anyway, what questions? You guys got any questions? What are you guys investing in? Do you guys invest? What should we talk about next? Any stocks that you familiar with? You want us to talk about? What you think about Nvidia? Like that's basically what we want to do. We want to foster the conversation in the community, man. And yeah, that is what's up. So go back to another one. This stock that I have been talking about, sharing, and doing a lot of research and investing in recently. This is another company that's actually a client of Nvidia, a Bitcoin mining company called CleanSpark, and yeah, they are. It's going sideways. It's going sideways as Bitcoin goes sideways. But Bitcoin is like around all-time highs, but the miners are not necessarily mirroring the price of Bitcoin. So that's why it's important for us to pay attention to all the assets in our portfolio. I mean, some other financial advisors, different financial strategies would tell you to be diversified and invest in things like ETFs or index funds, so you don't have to have the responsibility of managing individual stocks. But sometimes individual stocks can outperform and you get a greater return. Sometimes they don't perform as much as the market. So these are all things for us to pay attention to when investing. That's the point. And that's basically what's going on, man. That is what's going on. What else we want to look at? I just mentioned Bitcoin briefly, so I just want to check that out. We just kind of seeing how we end the week, checking out a lot of things, skimming through our the financial universe, and that's cool. So again, Bitcoin, it just ran up to all-time high again, around 72,000, and it's just pulled back just slightly around 67, 68,000. So yeah, it's trending sideways right now. So something else to keep an eye on. Another great investment right now that in our generation we gonna look back on this like, I had the chance to do this and do that. And that's one thing investing has shown. When when investments are made public, most times it's a good it's a good opportunity to buy. Obviously, depending on the product or the stock, but especially those entities that are like the biggest in their asset class. When you talk about commodities, number one commodity is gold. You're gonna always like be well off from buying gold, and you would definitely. It was a better decision to buy it yesterday than it was today. So same thing. Stocks, stock market, whatever that may be. Yeah, Nasdaq. It was better to buy it 5 years ago than this today. It's higher now. Same thing. You don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? So investing is that type of thing. That's that type of psychology. So everything, but the markets are pulling back though, and it's very interesting to check it out to see how everything is taking a breather on this Friday. Gold is down a little bit. We were just talking about this. It was at 2,400 yesterday. It was just around the same price. It's still around the same price, but it's down slightly today, a little bit less than 1%. Silver down almost 2.5% from its highs around 32. Now it's at like 30. So all these things very important for us to keep an eye on. That's pretty much it. That's all we want to do. Tap in, check out some of what's going on in the financial universe, interact with the family, and just get some things going. Hot topics. The hot topic was Nvidia, gold, etc., etc., etc. So that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. It's the weekend though, so we ain't gonna run it too long. It's been 40 minutes. I'm trying to be consistent. I want to get on here. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, whatever. But I'm glad I got on. It's very rewarding to interact with the family. It's rewarding to be on top of what it is that you want to be on top of, right? I want to be on top of my finances. I want to be knowing what's going on, and just a little time invested, it pays dividends. No pun intended. So, like, comment, subscribe, family. Tap in. Yeah, man. Please like, share, subscribe, and to Invest in Your channel on Instagram, YouTube, and on Twitch as Dollar Yahoo. We gonna come live with you guys every day, 5 days a week, every weekday, different asset classes, investment opportunities, investment news, reports, analysis, etc., etc. It's pretty much it. You already know what time it is. I'm your brother, Daliyahu Yashara, checking out, and see you guys in the next one. Shalom, shalom, family. And again, be sure to comment anything you want to tell us, whatever you got interested in hearing. We looking forward to hearing from you guys. So shalom, shalom. Have a great day. We love too, family.